This is the actual session for my friends out there, my empaths, and you don't have to be an empath to listen to this and do this session, but this is directed towards those folks who are extremely intuitive and kind of absorb everything that's around them, thoughts, emotions, and moods, and the environment, and maybe sometimes get overloaded. So by this time already, if you watched my other little video, or if you've watched any of them, you know it's about relaxing. You should already be in that state right now. You should already begin to relax right now. And you won't need to see me, so what I'm going to do is just lay the phone down like this. You'll see my, the roof of the car there. So what I want you to do is, as you relax and as you breathe slowly, let your mind go. That's right, you know what I mean. I mean to just let go. Let go of all those crazy conscious thoughts that are always spinning around in your head, because you are going deeper down to a place in your mind, your subconscious mind, where it's quiet, receptive, and that part of your mind will take in suggestions, and that part of your mind will make the changes that you so need and want. And this change is going to be letting go of too much stuff, unloading the overload. So I want you to keep breathing nice and slow and let those thoughts, those conscious thoughts, just drift away as you get deeper and deeper. That's right. And if your eyes are not closed already, just let them close down. And I'm going to tell you, it's pretty easy to just let yourself believe that you can't open your eyes. That's right, do that. Just do that. Really allow yourself to believe. Believe with everything you are, with the power of your mind, that you just can't open your eyes, because they feel good. They feel good closed down and feel good heavy. So for just a second you can test. You can try to open them, and you stop testing. That's good. You find that you just can't. That's good. And that is the beginning of letting go. Good. Now just let go. Let go. Let go with everything you have and everything you are, with every beat of your heart, with every thought that you have, with every conscious thought that's just kind of fading out of your mind. Just let go. Really, just let go. That's good. Very good. All right, now your eyes are closed. Your eyes are closed now, so you can't even see that I'm going to put this phone down, and that's right. You shouldn't even be able to see what I'm doing. All you're doing is listening to my voice, and I want you to imagine now. Imagine with that fantastic imagination that you have, as your body is just so loose like a rag doll, as your breathing is slowed down. Imagine right now, with that great imagination, that you see a stairway in front of you, 10 steps down. You don't have to try hard, just allow it to come into your mind's eye, into that deeper part of your mind. You see a stairway, 10 steps down. That's right. Now be an observer and watch yourself travel down that stairway as I count down from 10 all the way down to 1. And with each number that I say, each number that I count down, you will become more relaxed. You'll let go more. Yeah, you'll just let go. That's right. Imagine you're floating, slow motion, going down that stairway as I count down, starting at number 10. And number 9, floating down, and 8, and 7, and 6, deeper down, floating down, 5, deeper down, and 4, and deeper down, that's good, and 3, deeper down, good, and 2, and 1, and all the way down. Perfect. Imagine you're just standing there in front of this big door, your favorite color. That's right. That's right. Imagine on that door, and once you see that door, you can just kind of nod your head. That's good. It's your favorite color door. You can imagine it in any style you want, but you do see the words on there. Unloading dock. Yeah, that's right. It says unloading dock. Wow, what could that mean? Well, I can remind you what it means, that when you go through that door, it will be a place where you can simply unload your overload. That's right. So walk right through there. Take your time. Just walk right through that beautiful big door that says unloading dock. And as you shut that door gently behind you, look around you. Look around you. I want you to imagine. Yeah, follow my lead. Imagine that you see the most beautiful beach that you have ever seen in your life. And it's only you there. You're all alone. You're not lonely. You're all alone. That's different. You're all alone, but not lonely. You feel incredible. As you look around, you see this most beautiful, beautiful beach, the sand, the sea, the beautiful blue sky with fluffy white clouds there. That's right. And you immediately hear all those sounds associated with this gorgeous, peaceful, calm place. That's right. Let yourself hear all of those sounds. Oh yeah, your feet are in that sand, that soft, cool sand. And maybe you even just reach down and grab a handful of that soft, velvety sand and let it just run through your fingers. And as it runs through your fingers, you're more and more relaxed. Yeah, you're really one with this place. You're really in harmony here. That's right. Hear those waves coming into the shore. And then receding. That's right. Those waves kind of tumbling into the shore. And then receding. That's right. It's good. The color of the sky is so perfect blue. You feel so happy, so confident. Now you know, as you're sitting in the sand or standing in the sand and it's breezy, the temperature's perfect, you know you struggle at times. Sometimes you just take too much on. You know that you are an empath. And you know as an empath, you just take too much on. You absorb so much, sometimes too much. And now for the first time, you're really figuring out a way with that subconscious part of your mind how to unload when you're overloaded. Unloading dock, that's where you are right now. So I want you to imagine, and maybe you imagine from when you were a child that you made sand castles and you had a bucket and you had a shovel in the sand, but just imagine that you do have this very cool shovel. It's okay. It's not childish. Adults shovel too. And I want you to imagine that you have this shovel, and I want you to imagine that where you're standing or you're sitting, you just begin to dig in the moist, wet sand. That's right, and just dig out piles of sand and start building a little mountain of sand. That's right, a little mound, a little mountain of sand. Go ahead. And I want you to imagine with each chunk of sand that you dig out, imagine that that is representing too much information, too much anxiety, too much hurt, too much of whatever you're absorbing from the outside world. From whatever you are absorbing, it's just too much. It's the stuff you just can't take any more of this in, so you've got to unload it. That's right. So what I want you to do is shovel each of those little piles and make yourself a mountain of sand. I want you to imagine all the things that you take in that are way too much. The things you can't keep in anymore. It's just overloaded. It's just too much. I'm going to be quiet now while you just dig in that sand and imagine that each chunk of sand that you dig out, each chunk of moist sand that you dig out is something you've got to get rid of, something you've got to get rid of from your heart, your mind, your spirit. It's just too much to carry. That's right. I'll be quiet now. And when I start to talk again, you won't be disturbed. It won't shock you or anything. So go ahead now. Just keep digging and make that mountain of sand. All right, you've got that mountain of sand, that stuff that you just have to unload. It's all stacked up in this mountain of sand. Just step back. You drop that shovel, just step back and take a look at that. That is the stuff that you finally are beginning to get rid of. As an empath, that is the stuff that you just can't hold on to. You've got to get rid of it. Yeah, you do. All right, now what I want you to imagine now, I want you to imagine that you are a seagull. Yeah, sounds crazy, right? But it's easy to imagine. You can imagine anything that you want to. So imagine right now that you're the most beautiful seagull. Feel yourself as that bird. And feel yourself just how you imagine it, that you just take off from the sand. Oh, some seagulls are so beautiful, and you are so beautiful. Imagine that you just take off from the sand and you take flight. Yeah, you take flight. What an incredible experience when you just use the power of your mind, that you are this incredible seagull. That's right. Flying and soaring and going higher right over that mountain of sand that you just built. Imagine that you see it now. Yeah, bird's eye view as you go higher and higher, and it gets further and further away from you. It gets smaller and smaller, but you continue to float higher and soar higher until that mountain of sand is just small. It's just small. All of that stuff that you had on that mountain of sand, all of those issues, all of that overload is so small now. And imagine from your bird's eye view that as you look down over that water, over that ocean, that you see this one particular wave coming in. Yeah, it's rolling in there. You know, one of those big waves. Now, it's not 15 feet. Just imagine it's a 20-footer. It's a big, big wave. There's nobody else on the shoreline, but you see this mountain, this small, what looks like a small mountain of sand, right? And you see that wave rolling in. That wave is rolling in, crashing, and then suddenly just crashes over that mountain of sand, just flattening it down, down, flat as a pancake, flat. And all that foamy water, that wave just recedes right back into the rest of the sea, and that mountain of sand, that mountain of overload, of issues that you've had is simply gone. Flattened down, smoothed down, and as you look down, you find yourself taking a very deep breath, free of all of that overload. That's it. Unloading that overload, gone. That's good. And you find now, as the seagull, you just gently soar right down to where that mountain of sand was, that's now all flattened down. And you land right there in the sand, on that moist sand, and it's smooth as glass. That's right. Take a minute now, because you are you now. Yeah, you just step out of that seagull. You are you now. And that seagull flies away. And you stand there, an empath, but you realize that you have such a weight that's gone, that you can do this anytime you're overloaded. You know you can open that door. That's right, that door, that unloading dock door. And you can find yourself in this place quickly, easily, with the power of your mind. That's right, and you can just enjoy these feelings of freedom, unloading the overload. And with every beat of your heart, with every breath you take, you know that being an empath is so very, very special. But you also know that now, with the ability of your subconscious mind to just unload the overload, you are healthier, happier, lighter, able to do what you do best. That's right, help people. All right, in just a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And when I get to the number 5, your eyes will be open wide, feeling good, feeling refreshed. Number 1, I want you to think of that color on that door. I want you to think of those words on that door, unloading dock, and know with every beat of your heart, with every breath you take, you can enter into that door and just unload the overload that you have. And number 2, I want you to be aware of your fingers and your toes now. Maybe they're feeling tingly. Maybe they're feeling light. Maybe they're feeling heavy. They are feeling different, but just be aware of them. Start to move them if you want. That's good. And number 3, it's only been a minute or 2 of this hypnotic state of your subconscious mind fully engaged, but you feel so refreshed, so relaxed, so free. And number 4, just allow your eyelids to move a little bit. That's it, just to flutter, just like they do when you're awakening. And number 5, that's good. Number 5, only when you're ready, eyes wide open, feeling good, feeling refreshed. You are an empath. You know how to unload the overload. That's fantastic. Thank you for all the incredible work you do. Much love, much peace, and thank you.